Thomas Green here with Ethical Marketing Service. On the podcast today, we have Rachel Chung. Rachel, welcome.
Hello, thank you so much for having me, Thomas. I'm so glad to be here.
It is my pleasure. Would you like to take a moment and tell the audience a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Absolutely. So as Thomas introduced, my name is Rachel Chung. So I'm the founder of Essence by Rachel Chung. And then I am confidence and high performance coach. My background is the 8 years of personal brand image casting and personal profiling. So what I does for my clients and for people, if you are struggling with procrastination, especially challenged by self-doubt, and then perfectionism and fear, and then I just maximize using the mind as a mastery and personal profiling and personal brand image casting, and then let them you and everyone realize how awesome you are, and then cater personalized plan for attack, and then gonna be thrive, and then kickstart your business and your life. That's what I'm doing.
Well, I always do a little bit of preparation on any guest that comes on the show. And the first thing I saw was your enthusiasm. So have you got any thoughts on that? Have you always been enthusiastic, or is it something that you've sort of learned how to do as a result of your job?
I think I can say mixed, because when I did my fund, my born personality was a quite introvert. But actually what I found is I really like, now we are one-on-one, right? When I become one-on-one, I think I got a lot of the feedback, which is bring some positive right in the room, and a kind of motivating, and like kind of the mood blaster. So after that, I realized, okay, that's actually people perceive who I am and what I'm good at after nature, just naturally I'm doing. So I need to be develop that part to show who I am. And it kind of matching what I want to, and what I feel comfortable. So I just developed that part as well. Yeah. Thank you for holding. Thank you for that. I'm happy to hear. I make you happy.
Yeah, it's infectious. Does it coincide with your confidence training? Because I know you help people with confidence. Do you kind of teach people how to use these principles as well?
Yes. So very first one, I always asking people to, because my passion is online. I think everyone is awesome. They are great. So whenever I see people, they just like don't like themselves, always complaining and compare to someone, and I'm horrible, I'm terrible, and that made me frustrated. I can see how awesome they're gorgeous they are. Just I want to let them realize at least you have one great things inside of you. So what I install my confidence coaching, I just thought to find them to positive part. So we are here to not just pinpoint every weakness. We are here to find the strengths, and then strengths, the one signature strength. So that's why I'm always starting with my clients and people. And then they just find at least one thing at least I'm good at one. Yes. Okay. And then I let them to keep aware and identify that one. Then they're gonna start accepting, okay, I'm this part, I'm good. Yeah. So they can be happier.
You ask them to highlight their strengths essentially. And
exactly.
Then you continue to ask them to find more things until the point where they're conditioned to be a little bit more positive. Would you say that's accurate?
I think yes and yes. So very first one, as I briefly introduced myself, I have a background of personal profiling. So very first step is I just look into that one, jumping together. And then it kind of give you data, not 100% correct, but at least give it guidance. So this with your personality, you have this bullet point of a strength. And then after that, I just have the question to ask them to making the score. So I like chunk down, like a narrow down. So you have this much pool of the strength. Okay. And then after this, let's find the top 3. Okay. After that, I'm going to ask each question, and then they can really resonate with their strengths, inward and outward. And after that, we make the score. And after that, we found the highest score strengths, right? And then they're just going to they feel already quite feel positive, more positive finding, they actually have a strength they never actually realized. And after they, because we keep talking about positive, right? We're not talking about weakness too. So we have a top three positive, and they, okay, I have a three positive thing. And after they let's do this to narrow down, and they found, okay, yes, I have this top score. And then, okay, that's, I have a data to accept, I have a strength positive part. So, and then they actually, okay, I'm positive and confident with this one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, one of the things you said that you covered is mindset mastery. Can you go into what mindset mastery is and how do you get started with that?
So mindset mastery is a big part of what I want to share with the people. Because Thomas, whenever you have a something issue, you make you hold you back, it's highly likely is about mindset. Have you experienced that?
Have I experienced a negative mindset, you mean?
Yes, yes, yes.
I think everyone's sort of experienced that little voice that tells you you can't do something, if that's what you mean.
Yes, yes, correct. And then I found is not, I'm not telling that always it happening. What I found is especially in terms of confidence, and then the first foundation I want for people to concrete is a mindset part, because the most likely it's coming from their mindset, which is I just three main thing is self-doubt and fear, most like a fear of judgment, fear of failure, sometimes even fear of a success, and then lastly perfectionism. I'm not telling that's all we have a mindset block, but I've in terms of confidence, that's the I think top three I found. Anyway, so from there on, I think what I did from my several beta tests, I just try, okay, mindset first, and then another thing I can more physical strategy, like a more skillful thing. And then the other was is okay, more skill technique part and the mindset. I just the several beta test and which case is actually more highest, like a review, like a positive review. And then what I found is a mindset is the mindset first, and then I sharing clear the block, whatever they're holding back, and then let them to understand their, like improve their confidence with a skill and technical part. And that actually best outlet and the result. So from there, I says, okay, mindset master is an absolutely important first component to we attack, we overcome. So we just, I love, one of my biggest strategy is focusing on personalizing. Everyone different, everyone has a different fingerprint, everyone have a different DNA. So everything is comes to the solve the some issue. We need to look into ourselves first, not just jumping to compare to the others and the others know-how and then apply for others tips, just focusing on first. So, okay, and then personalize what mind is block holding back most. And after that, identify that one and then fully understand and then what mind is actually I'm the holding me back most, and then dig deeper and deeper and deeper and kind of assess that part. And then I just, okay, so I just got that time really coach format. I really let them to aware that. I just empowering them. Just keep asking questions relevant to them. And then at the end, actually, we know where the mind is apart. We have an answer just like deeply hidden underneath ourselves. Just I just happen to find, discover that one. And then that one is at that time, one specific, the biggest mindset block, we clear that one in my sessions before jumping on any other things. So that's I call mindset mastery. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you've got your personal brand image consulting rather. I can see you use a lot of that yourself with your personal brand, but how do you help others with personal branding?
Personal branding is my passion, biggest passion, because I says that I think we are the reason why I love this one, because this cannot be a bit instant. They can see instant outcome because we are visual, right? And especially the inside image consting, I don't want to overwhelm people. I'm not gonna be unwrapped everything, but part of a personal image consting, we are overcome, like we are set up the improve makeover in appearance. So as you can see, my personal color, my hairstyle color, and my makeup, like even background color, it all congruent to show my strengths, who I am, my personality. So I'm just in terms of personal brand image casting, actually I call even personality branding. So showing who we are, our signature strengths through the image casting, through image. So inside image, so I just firstly checking. Okay, your personality, we found the signature strengths. Okay, and your mindset block cleared. Now good to go. So how we can present to your best, your biggest and most strong, like the strongest strengths, how can we present and show up shine? And then I starting analysis. So inside appearance image, there are several parts to we do analysis. And after that, we found, okay, your appearance image with this analysis, I just suggest, okay, I would advise. So with this analysis result, you can apply for this on your makeup plan. So before and after. So they especially, I absolutely recommend everyone to wear their personal color. Simply changing using the right color, not only like face looks better, a lot more energetic. Actually, it just feel better, really feel it affecting our feeling emotion as well. And then that one is we found a really matching personal color and then apply for our social branding, right? And did like a Instagram post color and then everything, just apply for everything. And then just the people gonna be, when they look nicer, they feel nicer, they be more confident, and then just a positive cycle and on and on and on. So that's I really like, and not only appearance part, and then definitely one other part is how can we posture to show our strengths, and then how can we facial expression, how can body language, and how even voice image. So how can we match congruent voice image to other image to show our strengths? So everything comes together. That's why my brand name is Essence. The core part, center, everything overlay, the best of the best. That's our core essence. And that help you people to have the most highest and confidence. Yeah.
I think I definitely need to watch some more of your content because I'm not exactly the best example with this particular topic.
Yeah,
I think,
definitely. Yeah.
but some of the other topics that you talk about, I think I can probably talk to you about as well. Which is you say that you help overcome procrastination,
Yeah.
and you've touched on self-doubt a little bit. But what do you say to someone, let's say a coaching client, and they say like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or maybe even you could apply it to me. So you've highlighted a problem today, which is the fact that, well, I don't have very much tone in my voice. I haven't got myself a color, and
Yeah.
in terms of enthusiasm, like the reason, like I said, I admire you is because you got so much enthusiasm, and I'm kind of low on the enthusiasm scale. So I know I need to do something about that. What should someone do to overcome procrastination?
Okay. So in terms of procrastination is all comes to, I'm just emphasize this part is the most important strategy we need to focus on is personalize. So even procrastination, as just before I explained, even in terms of our mindset block, it comes from the everyone different. So we need to identify and what is the biggest. Same thing, procrastination, we need to identify and do analysis and then what actually made me the procrastinate most. So sometimes that's why some people self-doubt. And for me, I used to be perfectionism made me hold back so much and procrastinate every single thing and different. So for example, may I ask you for example, for you, the Thomas, what holding you most for, what make you procrastinate most when you just reflect quickly?
I suppose enjoyment about the topic might be one of those things.
Yeah, totally get it. Yes. And to be honest, Thomas, side track, we need to just we can't cover everything, right? We can just talk about what we love most, and that's why I'm here to talk about what I'm passionate about, personal image casting. And you are marketing, and then I also saw you cover a lot of productivity part, and you are like other topics. So I'm telling you, was a sidetrack. Sorry about that, but I'm just telling you is that's the part of the people facing. That's the people, especially we are one person, right? We want to do everything. It's okay. That's why we are sometimes situation make us do that, to cover everything, talk about everything, satisfy everything, everyone. But it's impossible. That's reality, right? And then because even myself, when I talk about financial, I just gonna be what tech part. I just want to be hiding somewhere, and then absolutely my energy gone. You're gonna be meet totally different Rachel. You definitely gonna be who's the girl, who's Rachel like that. So I'm telling, in terms of procrastinations, first step is identify what actually holds you back most, and find like a face first. That's my part. Face first, and then aware of that. And second part is a find, deeply find and identify what actually made me really procrastinate and what made me holding back, which is Thomas before talk about I don't like, and then why is it like that, and then you just because maybe unconsciously I'm not really enjoying, I'm not happy, and then I'm not confident about that topic, and that's why I worry about maybe I made some mistake, some people are gonna be judging me in an expert. So like dig deeper. And then, okay, gotcha. The deep down, the root is the fear of judgment. There we go. And after that, we're gonna move on to the fix part. So fix it is, okay. What it means is a fix also, now we already narrowed down based on your personalized level. And the fix stage is time to transform, fix that one. So, okay, fear of judgment, I have this big chunk of problem, root problem to holding me back and then make me procrastinate all the time. Okay, so after the transform, this part is all different one, because if you're gonna fear of judgment, for example, most likely it comes from how to overcome that part is give yourself a big reason, big why. For example, if we are not identically can be relevant to example, but for example, and then I have a Rachel, they start to go to the gym, but suddenly I really worry about because I worry about, okay, I just, what if I get injured? I just try because of, I don't want to go, actually that's fact. And then I just also I'm scared of, and then what if injured, what if other people look like my body looks weird in the whenever the shop with gym, right? And after that, suddenly my friend Thomas gonna be, okay, I'm gonna be a counter body, like gym body. So gym body is there. So that's my reason, right? Okay. So the next morning, 6 a.m., raining day, so dark. I don't want to wake up. I just want to be procrastinate to going to gym. And then because I'm fear judgment, I'm just feel tired. I feel really lazy. But suddenly, ping, you can sound the ping and Thomas message. And then Thomas, hey, Rachel, let's go. Let's go. I think, and then, okay, all right. So I can't let my friend down. All right, that's my reason to go. And then even though you really, and Rachel really don't want to go, I have a reason. Thomas is waiting for me. Okay, I'm gonna go. So you go to gym. So you overcome that moment, procrastination. So in terms of fear of judgment, so we identify your biggest reason for procrastination. We found it and fix, and then give you the solution. So the reason why I'm telling keep personalized is important to find the best solution to transform and to overcome procrastination. Because if I have a headache, something that doctor give you medicine for diarrhea, and then my headache not gonna change, right? Not gonna fixable. So we need to be really smart about how can you fix. That's the how to fix, to find out that one, to personalize your reason and your problem, the root problem. So that's it.
Good, I like it. The
Yeah.
accountability buddy.
Yeah.
People do have to make sure they don't procrastinate in hiring an accountability buddy, though, right?
Yes. Very correct.
So, would you have the same solution to fear as you would around procrastination?
Yeah, I can say that. But for me is fear is actually more like a gut. Like when I just dividing in terms of the fear is more related to gut. And then our self-doubt to more like a heart. And then about the perfectionism, more comes from our brain, our mind. So I think for me is more likely, yes, I have, and then it happened to me, my fear. But I think for me personally, more mind, for my, it's kind of the paradox. I'm dealing with the mind as a mastery, but I also facing, and then I'm also a vulnerable person. I'm not perfect. So even every day, I just really need to work on how can we overcome my procrastination. I can say I can't be always every day 100% productivity. Sometimes I feel lazy, sometimes it's holding me back. But the most important part for everyone, if you struggle with procrastination, sometimes it's okay for you to pause and give yourself permission. I'm not telling every day absolutely must productivity and force yourself, and at least give you permission and stop and then reflect. So just to give yourself, okay, I feel lazy, stop. It's no point to keep pushing forward. You're gonna drain. And then just stop and then give yourself permission. And then you just think back, why? Why today I feel lazy? Why feel I'm always back to the trap of procrastination? Okay, and I like writing. Brainstorming. Okay, there we go. All right, let's do that. I found because I thinking is I think I can't do this. I already make myself I can't do that. I already give myself the doubt. Okay, how can I fix this one? So on and on and on and on. So I fixed that part, and then okay, let's go.
Great.
Yeah.
Bit of self-reflection, yeah?
Exactly. Self-reflection is very important. And a lot of people actually neglect. They are only delaying part.
What would you recommend in terms of productivity?
So in terms of productivity, I think for me is, I think there are tons of the books and tons of YouTube, tons of the expert sharing such great resource out there. And then I appreciate and I respect that part. But for me, just to reflect back on myself, what actually made me like work best for me and even for my clients. And I think you must be sick and tired of hearing the part personalized. Yeah, personalized. And then other thing I want to add on is a balance. That's my second value in my coaching and in my for life and for my business. So productivity is everyone is different to making more productive. So I think just before we share about the how can we fix the procrastination, that means that's kind of equal to the how can make us more higher productivity. Does it make sense? So it's kind of aligned. So procrastination is if you overcome procrastination, our productivity is gonna be higher. So once again, I just want to emphasize this part. Just to follow the step 3 phase. What should actually it's time to aware and then identify the root problem and the fix transport time and then just exact matching solution. So I think that's the actually fundamental way for us to improve our productivity, because there are so many tips, so many techniques out there. And then here is for me is I can, but I'm thinking it's gonna be not enough time, and I don't want to hold you back. I want to hold you back too long. So I think I just want to, in terms of like a basic theory, basic step, just to follow this one, and then really, really dig deeper. What's your root problem? And then other thing is a second one is the quick tip is if I can share, because I love logic, I love action plan, I love planning, and in terms of the increased productivity, actually easy way to starting is the really bite-sized logical action plan. So what I mean by is if you have a big chunk of project, because of when you look at our planning, okay, I need to be this big project. And then we already feel overwhelmed. Oh, I can really do. I think this is too much for me. Tomorrow, maybe later. I'm not ready. So to avoid that one, to make you actually work on the big chunk of the project, we're gonna break down. So just a breakdown to this project. Okay, let's just break down. So like a 5 pillar, 5 step, 5. Okay, for do this one first pillar. Okay, what can I do this one? What should I do? I must do. What should I do this first pillar? Okay, breakdown. And then I'm telling when you're gonna be hit, when you think, okay, I can do that. When you instantly think you can do that, you just start telling yourself, stop there. Because you can digest, you can easily can do. So that's the bite size. So you can logically, your brain logically think you can do it. So you will do it. And then you're gonna do it. So I think that's the tip I want to share because that actually works really well and for my clients as well. So try. And then lastly, balance part. So to be productive, to be more productive, like not all the time past, if you can, it's best scenario. It's actually quite challenging. Always productivity, the have our highest productivity. So balance means is before I says stop, pause. So it can be sounds might be cliche, classic, but just sometimes it's okay to have your own self-care time, recharge. Because if you're gonna be limited to your battery, your energy battery absolutely running out 100%, it's gonna take even much longer to recharge to the 1%. So pause, recharge it, and keep going. Yeah.
It's possible I might have seen on one of your socials actually. Correct me if I'm wrong. You need
Yeah.
to recharge yourself as much as you recharge your phone. Is that something that you posted or?
I think similar. Yes, yeah. Because that time, why the reason why I share, because one of the clients, she absolutely burned out herself. So she's herself. So I just kind of do share with her, and then here we go. Yeah, let's time to be recharged.
And you've mentioned the root cause of some issues in order to diagnose issues why you might be, let's say, not confident or procrastinating. Have you got any examples where you have gotten to the root cause of why you've not been productive or why you've been procrastinating? Just an example.
Example. Okay. So maybe let me give you my example because even though I'm just sharing how to be more productive, sometimes I'm facing. Yeah, that's I'm human being. Yes, I'm human being. So I think of what in terms of the how I found the deeper level of the root issue, and then increase my procrastination or come happen my procrastination. I think what happened was, I think that time was I was about to launch my brand new coaching business after I got qualified. Okay. And then I just in terms of they went, okay, for launching my brand, my official launch. Okay. It's a big chunk of project, right? And then I just like feel scared. And then I just starting, it's okay tomorrow. Yes, it's okay tomorrow. Maybe I can do this one. So what I did is I keep learning because I thought that time was I was trapped in professionalism. I think I need to be perfect. I want to make every single drop thing, everything perfect. So I need to be perfect coaching program, perfect workbook, perfect social media, perfect website, and perfect everything, single thing. And then I started learning. So okay, how can be better? So I started learning through the online courses. And then luckily that time COVID, the lockdowns, I have plenty of time that time. So I started the learning. So I start trapped into procrastinator. So I just started learning, but I procrastinating. I'm not taking action, just keep trying to learn something else to justify. And then I just take a moment. I think if I keep doing, I think I'm never gonna launch my brand new coaching business. Something to do. Okay. And then start there. And then it's time to dig, right? Okay, blank paper, I'm writing. Okay, I'm just now keep procrastinating. Why? Because I feel perfect. I want to be perfect, everything. And why? And because I think I like everyone like me. I want everyone like impressed by me. And then why are asking? And then okay, because I think I just want everyone to think I'm expert. Okay, and then why I want to be always look as an expert. And then after that, I just asking again myself. I writing. Probably I think really I care how other people think of me. How other people think of me. Okay, why? Because I think I just and then after that, because I'm scared people not accepting me. Okay. And then after that, I asking, and then when I keep asking, sometimes it can be rotating again, rotating. And then when you're gonna be find the buzzing word and keep rotating, and then what's the actually really bottom, keep buzzing, and they keep rotating, finishing with that one, and then that's my route. So that was again, I think I fear of judgment. Yeah, I really care so many people how I think about myself. I want to be perfect. I want to be look even because probably back in the I'm personal image constant, I look always perfect, and because I think of makeup and everything when I gesture, when I facial expression, I must be perfect. Maybe it kind of so used to that one because of kind of background of my image constant expert. So when I converting from image constant to coaching business, of course, I'm using the brand image constant. I just holding that block to me. So I was always must be perfect because they're gonna be judging me. They're gonna be choose. They're gonna work with me or not just by how I look perfect. So that was my journey to find out. And after that, okay, all right, there we go. And then I just move on to the fix that part. And finally, I launched it. I'm so glad for that. Yeah.
Well, congratulations if you're going through that process and you've got to the other end. So well done.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Yeah.
The last thing I wanted to ask you about was, I mean, it probably, if you've covered all these things, I mean, if you've, let's say, gone through all of these things and you've conquered them, being your best self probably is more likely you're going to be your best self if you've done all these things. But any other thoughts on what it means to be your best self?
Yes, I like the questions. And first of all, I want to say everyone, best self is not perfect self because that was I thought and they make myself hold me back. So best self is not perfect self, different. So best self is people say it's the best version of yourself. People always say that, right? So through the coaching, through this blah blah, and then let's find the best version of yourself. So for me, my definition of best self through my coaching, through my service, and when I help, and the most important part is you, because I'm confidence coach, right? You feel most confident. What means by is confident is not just only inside or outside. You are fully confident you're externally. You're fully confident internally. So personal image constant, I happen to fully confident externally. And then months and months and master are gonna fully confident through their internally. And then when they balance and the harmony, and that's actually feel most confident and not gonna be biased, not gonna back to the first point and I feel less confident. And then you're not gonna be back to that quicksand of self-doubt and then the like a lack of your self-belief. So I'm telling it's really important to make a balance and then make the maximize between the internally and then out externally. And that's why also very important to you aware what your actually your signature strengths. And then when you're aware, you can present and then you accept, you actually gonna believe in that. And then you every day you can just show yourself and then let your mind, let your brain, let your heart actually aware of that. And that's actually make you best self. So I'm not telling again, best self is not perfect self. Best self is when you find your best version of you, which is to find your own signature strengths, and you find the balance between external and inner confidence. Yeah.
Great answer. What are your goals?
My goal is, I think along my big, hairy, audacious goal is, I call my mission, I want to have 100,000 people want to, at their starter stage, And then especially they're stuck in their self-doubt, stuck in their perfectionism, stuck their fear. I want them to overcome that part. And then they can actually kickstart their business, not like old Rachel, and actually kickstart and thrive in their business and also life, and then actually do what you love and then enjoy your freedom and just love your life, and then share as much like a positive impact with the people who actually need your help. So that's my goal and mission in 5 years. Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite a good goal. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing it. Is there anything that you feel would be valuable to the audience that I haven't asked you about today?
I think is just the first thing, just when you're asking, first thing in popping in my head is, I think I really like the balance, because the what means by is I think my lucky number is also 5, exact middle 5 balance. So it comes to yin and yang in our nature, our ecosystem. We have when we yin and yang combine together and coexist, actually our nature expand and thrive, right? So in our life and business, same. When you're gonna be stuck in now your dark time, our night time, and I've been there, your depressing and darkest time. And actually, we're also waiting for our the shiny sunrise time, daytime. They are coming. Just so we don't know when it's coming, but they are coming. So when you have a dark time, also you are having the bright time. When combined, actually you're gonna be oppress your life, and you actually feel what you have, you're gonna really appreciate for that. And then you're gonna be actually enjoy the life. Life can be always good. Life can always be suck. So always a balance. So yin and yang in your life, there are you having in your life and business. So don't just make yourself so stressful and so depressed and make you stop beating yourself. It's coming, so you can do it.
You can do it. A good
Yes.
a good statement to end on. So Rachel, where's the best place for people to find you?
I think I'm gonna give you 2. So first, use best part, right? Okay, just one. Clear one call to action, just one. So find me, Instagram or Facebook, just search which social media and then find Essence by Rachel. Personally, I'm most active in Instagram. So find me Instagram, search just Essence by Rachel Chung. So then I help you find your essence.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time and all the value today, Rachel.
Thank you so much. Bye.